One. You're there now. Very good. Just remember, if it's day or if it's night, in that memory, is it daytime or nighttime?
It's daytime.
Daytime, very good. And what is happening? That's it. Yes.
I'm sitting on the stairs.
I'm sitting on a stair. Yes.
My father sold my rabbit.
Yes. Continue. Yes.
I had my rabbit. I looked after it.
Yes.
We had a rabbit farm. He
There.
knew he was my rabbit. He just sold it. Left me cry for days.
Let's just cry. And how old are you there?
Maybe 5.
Yes. And what are you feeling as your father lost and sold your rabbit?
Just feel lonely.
Yes.
Because they don't relate to me. They don't understand me.
Yes. Who doesn't understand you?
My family.
Your family. And what makes you say that?
They just don't feel what I feel.
Can you repeat?
They don't feel what I feel.
You don't feel what you feel.
No, they don't feel
They
how I
don't
feel.
feel. Yes. And how do you feel?
I'll just close myself.
Yes. Yes. So let me talk to your father for a moment. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, I want you to let your mind and lips to your father. 3, 2, 1, change bubble. What is happening with Viviana? Why is she so upset?
She
Yes.
doesn't understand.
Yes. What is it that she doesn't understand?
The adult ways.
Can you repeat that, please? What is it that she doesn't understand?
When you are adult, you behave differently and think differently than when you are a child.
Okay. And what does that mean?
I have a farm and I breed the rabbits, and this rabbit was a rabbit to be sold.
Right. And how many rabbits do you have in your farm?
100?
100?
Yep.
And are you able to sell them all or just a few? Are you able to?
We have special rabbits, the
Right,
champion rabbits.
right. So here's my question: when you sell your rabbits, do you sell them all at once, or maybe just a few at a time?
A few at a time.
A few at a time. Did you know that Viviana had a special connection with that specific rabbit that you sold?
Yeah.
And why did you sell it? Why didn't you sell the other ones? You had many more. Why did you do it?
I just didn't think of it.
You didn't think of it. You see? However, you're contradicting yourself. You're saying when you're an adult, you don't think the same way you think when you're a kid. And you're just telling me that just didn't think about it. So you're contradicting yourself. So when you don't think as an adult, you could harm a child's heart. Do you realize that? You could have sold any other rabbit. Why that one? Knowing that it's
Because that's
special.
the rabbit I wanted.
And what about what she wanted? Does that count? How about how were you treated when you were a little boy? How did your parents treat you?
Yeah,
Hmm?
we were not cherished. We were loved, but not really.
Okay. So were you treated okay, or you didn't like it that way?
I didn't like it that way, but I didn't know any different.
Of course. But now, knowing that you didn't like it, you're treating your girl kind of the same way. She doesn't like how she's treated. Why are you doing that? What is making you do that?
Because we detach, we don't think.
So you see, you're contradicting yourself again. You're saying that adults think different, and now you're saying again that you don't think and you detach. So actually, if you think about it, kids are pure because they think and they care and they love and they have connections to their animals. Something that it seems that you, being an adult, don't have now or don't have that anymore. Hold on one second. Viviana, why don't you tell your father how you feel? Tell him everything you've been wanting to tell him.
Yeah, I cried for days. I locked myself on the stairs. Mom
Yes.
asked you to bring me the rabbit. You said no.
Tell him how you feel about it.
He sees things don't work, but he doesn't try.
He doesn't
He
try.
just, he just don't try to find a way. You just shout, and you think you will get your way.
Yes. So let's see what he says. Three, two, one, change. Pavel, is that true? What Viviana is saying? That you just don't try, you shout your way?
I want to change, but I don't know how.
Can you repeat, please?
I want to change, I would change, but I don't know how.
You don't know how, right? Would you like to explain to your daughter why you're acting that way? You tell her, I want to change, I don't know how. You can also tell her, why is it that you drink? Because when we drink, we try to disconnect from something. What is it that you're trying to disconnect from, Pavel?
I just didn't have a childhood. I was the oldest one.
Yes. And because you were the oldest one, what do you have to do?
You end up with the responsibility and no childhood.
Yeah. So explain that to your daughter. She's listening. Go ahead.
And myself in so much pain. I just can't. I just don't know how to help myself just to change, just to be different, not to do the same things that happened to me.
Yes. Explain to her about your drinking and your anger.
It just lets me breathe, just gives me breathing space. I just feel more comfortable with everything.
There we go. Viviana, have you heard your father? Do you understand how he feels, how he was treated when he was a little boy? How can we ask somebody to give you something they don't have? You know, that reminds me of this woman that was driving, passing by a road, and there was a stand on that road. Somebody selling oranges. There was a big sign that said, "We sell oranges." So the woman stopped at that stand and talked to this guy and said, "Do you guys sell oranges?" And the guy said, "Yes, we do." "Oh, that is perfect. I would like to have an apple." And the man said, "No, ma'am, you're mistaken. We only sell oranges." The woman said, "I know, but I want an apple." And the man said, it's impossible. We don't have apples. We have oranges." Would it make sense for this woman? Does it make sense that she goes to a stand where they only sell oranges and asks for an apple? Does it make sense? It doesn't, right? So how can we ask somebody for something they don't have? You're asking your father to give you or to think like you and to have that connection to your animals and to have this love and that compassion when he didn't experience that. He was taught to be tough because he had to be responsible for the rest of the family. You see? How can we judge him, right? Would you like to forgive your father for not knowing how to connect with his emotions, how to express himself without shouting?
I was so hurt. My
Yes.
grandfather was the one who showed me it all existed, and when he passed away, it was all gone.
What did your grandfather show you?
He was a kind man.
Yes. And was that your father's father?
Huh?
Was that your father's father?
No, my
Mm,
mother's father.
your mother's father.
Yeah,
And what
he
was
lived with us.
and what was his name?
Joseph.
Joseph? Well, why don't we ask him then? He has experience. Why don't we say hi to your grandpa? I'm going to count from 3 to 1. Say hi to your grandpa. 3, 2, 1. Say hi to your grandpa now.
I,
Ask him how he's doing.
I miss you so much.
Very good. And his spirit, he communicates with thoughts, with images. What is he replying to you?
I love
Yes,
you. I'm with you all the time.
that's it. Very good. And you've been saying that you feel lonely.
I just love his feeling of his love. He accepted as I was. He was an animal lover as I was.
Very good.
He just knew.
Yes. So would you allow me to talk to your grandpa?
Yeah,
Perfect. So, Grandpa, thank you for the communication today. Grandpa, do you know about this event where Pavel sold Viviana's rabbit?
I was on the other side.
You were on the other side, meaning you were a spirit. Yeah, but being a spirit, that means that you can be everywhere at the same
Yeah,
time. And this is
yeah,
happening now for you.
yeah.
Good. From where you are, can you see all the things that Pavel had to go through in his life and during his childhood?
Yes, lots of pain.
Lots of pain. And Grandpa, how do you think he's deal with that pain? What is he doing to deal with that pain he feels?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He never learned forgiveness.
He doesn't know how to forgive.
Yeah.
Does he know how to express himself? How to express that anger that he feels, that pain?
Not appropriately.
Not appropriately. So when somebody doesn't express their emotions appropriately, what do they normally do instead?
They explode.
They explode and they shout and they look and sound scary. And little kids get afraid of them because they look and sound dangerous. But Grandpa, I want you to see Pavel's soul inside that body. Does he look like a little kid that's still scared and in pain?
No, his soul. His soul is pure. It's his body is full of the
Mm,
pain and the grief, and
yes. So what would
he
you
just
advise?
doesn't. He's not connected with himself. He doesn't understand.
I see. So what advice would you give to Viviana? Viviana is so upset about this. Viviana is feels a lot of anger and has a lot of resentment towards her father because of all the suffering he went through and he didn't know how to express. What advice can you give her? What should she do about this?
She understands gratitude. She knows everything is a lesson learned. She understands that at the end of it all, there is a big expansion of the soul.
Yes.
She can feel into it and she can approach his pain.
Mhm. So how can you help her? She's your granddaughter. How can you help her remove the pain, remove those negative emotions associated with that lesson that she's going through?
Yeah, because she's in it. She's not observing it. She doesn't have enough detachment from it.
Yes.
But she just needs to come inward and she will have that distance and then she will have that compassion and love because she still loves him.
Very good. Should she forgive her father for not knowing how
Oh
to express
yes.
himself?
Oh yes. And she is going to.
Yes. So let's see, Vivian.
She doesn't want to be angry with him, but she just feels that pain. It's not
Yes.
that it's just that pain was so deep in her.
Yes, it's the emotion. We learn through emotions, right? So, okay, let's talk to her for a moment. Viviana, have you listened to your grandpa?
Yeah.
Viviana, have you noticed how your father is acting and feeling because of the pain he stored in his body? This
Yes, I can
resentment as well?
see that. I can see
Yes.
that.
What do you think it could happen to you when you grow up, when you get to be 47, if you allow that pain that you feel at that moment and that resentment towards your father? What do you think is going to happen to you? Wouldn't you become the same? Wouldn't you act the same way?
It's just not something I want to carry.
All right. Then should we get rid of it?
Yeah, I just need to look at it differently.
Yes. Where in your body have you been saving those emotions, storing those emotions?
Yeah, it's everywhere around my body, inside. I just feel it. It's so full and riddled.
Very good. So should we ask?
Just feel it so much in my pelvis area, around everywhere.
Very good.
Yeah.
And what color does it have? What color is that emotion?
Oh, it's very black.
Yeah, it's very black.
It's very dead. It's having oh no. It's just like a stone,
Hmm.
like a mud that is there.
Very good. So let's ask Grandpa Yusuf to help you remove it. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Grandpa, can you help us remove that? You and Viviana, can you remove that emotion from there?
yeah,
Well,
get it.
very good. Go ahead and remove it, and I will for you. I'll wait for you. You let me know once it is removed. That's it. Very good. Thank you, Grandpa, for your help. So now that we have removed that emotion, we can put something beautiful instead in that spot where that emotion was. What would you like to put instead? You can put something beautiful. Maybe a picture of your rabbit.
Just love,
Can you repeat?
just love.
Love. Very good. So you just cover all that area with love. And from now on, every time you remember about this event or any of these events with your father, remember about this love. Would you like to forgive your father now? Go ahead and forgive your father. See in him that little boy that is hurt.
I always loved you. I forgive you. I know you just allowed us, but in a different way.
Very good. And now would you like to forgive yourself for carrying this sadness all these years? Almost 42 years when you didn't have to. Would you like to forgive yourself?
Forgive myself.
Very good.
And I thank my
Yes, and set yourself free from this. Very good. And now, with that forgiveness and that love, your abdomen and pelvis, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And I want you to look for another sad memory, another thing that your soul needs to heal today. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now. Very good. What is happening now in this memory? Yes.
next to my mom.
I am next to my mom.
She's dying.
Continue.
Yeah, she's dying.
Mm-hmm. Continue. What is happening with her?
She's just like, she's not receptive. I just gave her the medication, painkillers.
Yes.
But I want to tell her how much I love her and I can't.
And what prevents you from doing that?
It was so hard, 6 months looking after her. So hard.
It's so hard. But you just did something beautiful. You're helping your mother cross over. I just want to understand what is it that is dying?
Oh, she is not dead, she is dying.
Yes, well, move forward a little bit more until the body is dead.
Just, I'm very sad that so many times I didn't tell her how much I loved her.
Oh,
And when she can't hear it, I just don't know how to say things sometimes.
yes. Well, what happened is you have been trying to do the wrong thing. You've been trying to talk to her body instead of talking to her soul. What dying is the body. What is dying is the body. What has the limitation is the body. But your mom's spirit, the spirit never dies. Very good. So just allow mom, your mom's body to die.
And it's not just that. Many times when I feel love and I feel good feelings, I just don't express them. I want people to feel it, but I just don't
Okay,
talk about it.
okay. But first, let's talk to your mom.
Yeah,
Allow you to just move forward to the moment her body dies. And
yeah,
you're there in spirit. And Grandpa Yusuf is there as well.
yeah.
Now wait until she leaves the body, until she's out of the body.
She's at home all the time, but she that can't breathe, so she goes just for a few minutes to hospital just to release the pressure so she can breathe out. Just was stuck.
Yes.
But I feel happy. She was not responsive for a few days. She was just floating about us.
Okay. So allow that body to die. Move forward to the moment her
Yeah,
body dies.
yeah,
And now ask your mom. She's a spirit now.
yes.
Ask your mom if she understands what happened to her body.
Oh, yeah, she understands.
She understands. Very good.
Yeah,
So now I want you to tell her everything you've been wanting to tell her. You were trying to talk to her body instead of talking to her soul. You were so focused on her body that you were not paying attention to her soul. I want you to talk to her soul now. And now you can tell her everything you've been wanting to tell her.
it was just so sad. So sad. I just didn't know. I was lost. I just didn't know how to be.
Just
To
tell her
give you that
everything you've
support.
been feeling. Yes.
You gave us so much. I just felt like I just can't give you enough. You had so much pain, the diseases, the father, the body, and everything, and you still kept on going. It was so hard for me to give you support. It was so I felt you so all your pain, all your things. so hard.
Erica,
I actually got a message from her. She says I had attachment to her.
you're attached to her.
Yeah, I had like a cord attachment to her. So I was just feeling more than I should.
Yes, of course. You're connected to the body. Now,
Yeah,
let's ask your mom a question.
yeah.
Ask her why is she that she didn't leave your father. Let's
I
see what she
loved,
says.
I loved him.
Yes, even though he was shouting, even though he was drinking, ask her, why didn't you leave him?
Why didn't you leave me? But it was so, we were so vulnerable.
Can you repeat?
We were so vulnerable. We were just so dominated by him.
Yes. Ask your mom that now that she's spirit, if she can see what Grandpa Yusuf was saying about your dad,
Yeah.
if if she understands why she was staying with him, maybe, I'm saying maybe, she was able to see that little boy inside of that man's body that was hurt and that was in pain. Ask her if that's the reason why. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
She tried to always remember good things and good moments and keep us safe financially. It's not easy to be single mother with two
Okay.
kids.
Yeah. Why don't you tell her that sometimes you feel like you cannot forgive her for not leaving your father? See what she says.
I feel your love. I know you have already done that. We are so connected now, so much more than we used to.
So when you say you know she has already done that, are you talking about forgiveness? Yes. Are you willing to forgive again, Viviana?
Yeah, I'm not angry with her.
Okay. Where have you been storing that emotion in your body? Of your mother's passing, of you seeing the body suffer when it's actually mother is a spirit.
I think it's my back in my heart. I just could not tell her how much I loved her.
Oh, but you can tell her now. She's there with you.
Yeah,
And
just
you'll have a
send her so
confirmation.
much
You
love all the time.
yes. And you will have a confirmation that she's with you. You'll see what I
I
mean.
know.
When we finish, you'll have the confirmation. To-
She wants to help. She wants to help. She wants to, give me advice.
She wants to give an advice.
Yeah, for my path.
Okay, so let her give you that advice and say it out loud, please. What she's telling you.
You have big heart, very big heart. A
You
big
have a big
heart
heart.
can heal. The heart that heals, the heart that can move things. You just need to let the things in. Allow feelings come into you so you can give it.
Anything else he wants to tell you?
She knows my path, and she knows my heart is so important for my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's purity. I have the capacity. I just don't allow it.
Yes.
Don't break the wall. I just need to break wall to free myself from
Yes. Wouldn't this be time
it.
then
Just
to get,
lift it up. Yes.
yes, wouldn't this be time then to get rid of that grief? You're feeling sad for your mother. Your mother is there with you, always with you, giving you advice.
Yes.
The pain, the anger, the frustration. Now that you have a better understanding of what your father was going through and what your mother was going through and why she decided to stay with him. Even Grandpa Yusuf said it. Are you ready to get rid of that pain and that grief?
Yeah, we need to lift the wall.
Can you say that one more time?
I want her to help me to lift the wall.
To leave the world?
Wall.
Yes, okay.
There is a wall in my heart.
There's a wall in your heart. When was that wall built?
Actually, when I was very little, like 1 year, not even 1 year.
Okay. How old were you, more or less?
Yeah, just 1 year, less than 1 year.
Less than 1 year. And what happened when you were less than 1 year that made you build that wall?
I couldn't stay in the body otherwise. I had to protect myself.
Okay. All right. So we're going to check that for now. Let's go ahead and say bye to your mom and to grandpa. You know, they're there with you.
There is an energy in my pelvis that wants to go.
Yes. So get rid of it. Just remove it. You, your mom, and
Yeah.
grandpa. Just take it away. Very good. Now put something beautiful instead where that energy was, that sadness, that grief.
All the more. Just lots of
Very good. And now we're saying saying goodbye to grandpa and your mom. Gonna thank them for their help.
thank you.
Very good. I am now going to count from 3 to 1.
Yeah.
When I get to 1, I want you to go to this event where you were almost 6 years, 6 months old. You know what event I'm talking about. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now. What is happening? Yes, very good. What is happening?
my father is beating.
Yes, continue.
I don't want to be there.
Continue. What is your father saying to your mother?
Just arguing. Gets angry.
And how old are you there?
She was asking him for help and he just gets angry.
Yes. And how old are you there?
7 months.
7 months. And what are you feeling while your parents are arguing?
I just don't want to be in this world.
Okay. So what is it that you do then?
I don't want to be. Just lift my spirit. I just want to go.
So what do you do in order to go?
I disconnect.
I disconnect. Okay. Go ahead. Disconnect. And where do you go once you disconnect?
Ah, now I understand why I learned it badly.
What is it that you understand now?
Because when I come back, I'm not in alignment, I'm on an angle.
Yes. So once you come back, this is the event when they found you and you're blue and they revive you. I want you to go back to your body now.
Okay.
Once you're back in your body, I want you to see if the 100% of your soul came back.
I'm restricted. I'm not. I'm completely restricted. Like I'm tied. I'm
Yes.
completely tied.
Yes, but I want you to see if 100% of your soul came back, or there was a little part that decided to stay back.
I feel so compressed.
hmm
I don't have light. I'm missing the energy of light. I
You're
lost
miss.
my light.
You
Yes,
lost
the
your
light.
light.
Yeah, like that liveliness.
Very good. So I want you to talk to that part that you're missing. That part that was afraid, that part that was scared, that part that wanted to go out, to please come back. Explain to her, many years have passed. I'm 47 years old now. I need you with me to feel complete, to feel aligned. As you say, to have the consciousness of my body together and aligned now. Tell her whatever you need to tell her to convince her to come back.
It's safe now. I need you. We need to be together.
Yes,
I was missing you. I knew something was missing.
very good.
I didn't know how to call you. I
Yes,
just we are the same. We are very different
yes.
ways.
Tell her that you now
Get
understand.
that kid.
Yes, tell her that you now understand why your father was acting that way, why your mother was staying with your father. Now you understand. You don't need to be afraid. Just tell her.
Everything was so hard, but we chose that. And we chosen to go through these lessons too.
Very good. Yes,
So we can now reunite. We can reunite. We can just be together because we have mission.
very good.
We came down here to learn these lessons and we learned them, but now we need to expand. We came here for the new.
Very good. So So once you're ready,
all are going to be you.
very good. So once you're ready, just extend your arms, open a space in your heart, and bring that part of your soul back to you. Put it in that special place. Integrate with your soul now. Very good. That's it.
Live together.
That's it. And you're complete now. You're aligned. And you're together now. Very good. And I'm going to ask your soul if it feels complete for today, or there is anything else he wants to check.
Would the soul say sorry to everybody that I hurt?
Go ahead and allow your soul to do that.
Would the say thank you to everything that happened to help me to be who I am.
Very good.
For this lesson. Oh, my body is feeling.
Very good.
Because now we can feel different sensations.
Very good. And now I want you to pick a color, pick a frequency. What color would you like to use today?
Yellow.
Yellow. Very good. So I want you to get the yellow frequency and start putting the yellow frequency all over your body, starting from the top of your head. At the same time, I want you to align all your chakras with that yellow frequency, starting from the top of your head, your throat, allowing your throat to open now so you can express yourself, your heart to give love and you receive love. Allowing this yellow frequency to go through your solar plexus, harmonizing your chakras, removing any negative emotions that do not belong there anymore. Down to your root chakra, allowing your whole body to be vibrating in this yellow frequency now. And now I am going to count from 1 to 5. I want you to go back to this rainforest now. And as I count from 1 to 5, you're going to come up the stairs. With each step you take, you're going to feel lighter, happier, refreshed, with renewed energy and purpose now. 1, start coming up feeling lighter. 2, disconnect feelings, emotions, and thoughts that do not serve your purpose anymore. 3, from now on, you feel happy. From now on, you're going to remember your parents as your teachers now, with love. Very good. No anger, full of forgiveness. 4, keep coming up every night. You put your head on the pillow, you will sleep peacefully until the next day. When you wake up in the morning, you will feel totally rested and refreshed. Ready to come back as the happiest woman on this planet. And 5, opening your eyes. Oh, you're so sleepy now, huh?
Oh, there is so much energy coming from my body. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you watch this video,
Oh.
you're going to see that when we started talking to your mother, your camera was flashing. You will see activity flashing your camera. How do you feel?
It's strange because it suddenly started this after this spark came back. Suddenly the energy started to flow through my body, and I still feel it. It's just like still it's like the river, but it's like not in a harmony. It's just still everything moving, you know?
Very good. Good. Awesome. So here's the question. Every time I have these type of sessions, that
Yeah.
that people can learn from, yours is about grief and forgiveness and this pain. Would
Yes.
you allow me to share your session in my channel?
Is it something worthy? I
Everything,
don't know.
everything. You're going to see if you share it, just monitor what the comments that people put on your videos. You'll see how
Oh,
many people you can help. Yeah.
like I don't find it personal what happened, like, and I don't feel like I don't. For me, I have no attachment to it. So if you want to share some of it or whatever,
Okay.
like it's fine with me. Like I don't
Okay. Good.
feel
Thank you.
anything.